Good morning, folks. Welcome to your daily tarot card. I'm Cynthia, and I am so happy that you are here with me. I appreciate that very much. This week, I have been using the Sacred Circle Tarot, and you'll find more about that in the description box. Anna Franklin and Paul Mason did a wonderful job with some Celtic themed artwork. Absolutely loved this deck. In any case, on to it. Today's card of the day. Ooh, Ace of Wands. How beautiful. Creativity. Wow. So, new beginnings, creative energy, fire, passion. It could be the birth of a business. It could be the birth of a family. It could be just the birth of a new beginning or a new creative project in some fashion or another. This is all of that energy, that fire, that passion, that excitement, that enthusiasm that spurs forth the inspiration, the illumination that comes with firelight. That's really just moving us forward in new directions. There could be some energy of having blocked, like a blocked root chakra or being ungrounded. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't move forward. It just means that with all of this excitement and enthusiasm, sometimes we need to take a step back and sort of let that get good and strong before we go rushing into certain things. So it feels like this energy is, there could be an aha moment, there could be a new opportunity that kind of spurs something that you've wanted or that you've been focused on and moving it forward. There could be some kind of planned or unexpected new beginning on the horizon, and you catch wind of it today through whatever synchronicities in your life or circumstances could be going on. It's definitely a spark of passion and excitement. This could even apply to certain relationships, either pre-existing or meeting new people, or meeting a new person on any level. It could be personal, it could be professional. It could be, random stranger sitting at the bus stop. You know what I mean? Like, there are moments, right? There are synchronistic moments that open up doors and opportunities. The important thing is to be in a sort of even-keeled joyfulness, right? Open, pleasant, curious, and however it is that you express that when you're just walking around in your daily life. You could be a very sort of chatty, outgoing type of a person. You could be a little bit more of a keep to yourself, quiet, until somebody approaches and engages you. And it doesn't really matter in terms of your personality type. There's some kind of exciting energy that comes up in and around some kind of new beginning or new perspective, new inspiration, um, fresh start. If you feel like you've been waiting, because remember, this card initially came up kind of like this. So I don't want to necessarily say that there could be a blockage in the root and or sacral chakra, or really any firelight, right? Red, orange, yellow, up to the green, which comes out the heart chakra, right? It could be some kind of a blockage or a difficulty, which you may or may not have a physical health symptom for, that has to do with the energy of the lower three chakras. So the root base chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra. Even if there isn't specifically something with one of those chakras, it could just be the energy of being grounded. Are you taking your inspiration? Do you feel stagnant and kind of stuffed up because you get all these wonderful ideas and wonderful inspiration, and you're excited about things and you're curious for things and you can sense a new beginning coming, and then nothing happens? And you're like, where is this big energy that was supposed to be coming through? And, when life force funnels into our body and into our energy system, and it's doing so constantly, we really do have to ground that power into the world around us. So it's not just about maybe doing a meditation to open your chakras, and you're making sure that your lower three chakras are open and stable, and up to even your heart chakra, right? Because the heart chakra is then connected down the arms to the palms, the hands, which is how we do things. That's one of the features that makes human beings how they use their hands to implement ideas, create tools, or this, that, the other thing, right? So it all comes from action, comes from the hands. Okay, so there could be something in terms of motivation, action steps, something like that you might feel is like stagnant or has a stumbling block. It's not that you're not inspired, it's not that you're not excited, but for whatever reason, the actual doing of the thing is not coming out. And so that can have to do with maybe not necessarily being grounded. And it's not just energetic grounding. You need that. Stabilize the lower three chakras, open up the heart chakra. But also then being able to put that inspiration into action. So if you have been feeling slow, stagnant, procrastinating, blocked in some way, tend to getting out of your head and into your body. So go for a walk out in nature. Do a grounding meditation. Do a chakra meditation. Start from the root chakra and go up to the head. Or complete the circuit. Go from the crown chakra down to the root chakra, down to the feet, into the earth, and then come all the way back up again. So you're taking that heaven energy down from heaven, putting it into the earth, and then drawing up that earth energy for grounding, but bringing it back all the way to the head. And then you can close that by centering the green in the middle, the heart chakra, by centering the excitement, enthusiasm, joy, love into the heart chakra, so that it funnels out your arms into your hands. Action steps. You might even take a look at What action steps do you have? And maybe it looks like a very basic step, but maybe you need to break it down. So if you have something on your plate and you're like, gosh, why do I keep procrastinating this? I'm really excited to get that started. And every time I think I want to start, something else crops up to distract me. Take that first action step that you keep putting off or getting distracted from or interrupted with, and see if you can break it down into a smaller chunk, into a, 5, 10, 15-minute task. Less likely to get interrupted if it's 25 minutes or shorter, right? Sometimes I have a tendency to do that. I will share with you. I will think that something's great. I'll plan it out and I'll be like, on this day, I'm going to do this and this. And of course, things crop up during the week beforehand or whatever. Other things get added to the schedule. Even if I try and keep, a time block clear, certain things happen, kids homesick from school, or, a friend needs help with something or what have you. And what I find is I will put something that's really important to me off inevitably, because I think it's going to take too much time. Like I need a whole hour or 2 hours, or it's going to take me a whole day. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, when can I schedule that in? And will I let myself stick to that schedule and tell people no or something like that? And when really I look at it, and it's like that first step or that first thing, there's like 3 or 5 different parts to that, which I could easily piecemeal over days to fit it into my schedule. So instead of trying to tackle a whole project all at once from beginning to end, because I tend to get fixed on, if I'm going to start a task, I want to be able to finish it. And the ones that I don't finish are the ones that seem to take longer than I had originally anticipated. When really what I'm learning to do now is, for certain projects, for certain tasks, actually being able to chunk them down even smaller, so that if I give myself that 20 or 30 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever, consistently over several days, then instead of it taking me a month, it'll only take me that week because I've actually gotten through, phase 1 of that project, or those initial steps. You know what I mean? And I can actually accomplish a lot more that way. So shifting perspective, if you're feeling blocked in any particular area or procrastinating on anything, that shift in perspective could be exactly what you are in need of. Grounding yourself, and maybe taking the first step towards something and breaking it down into smaller tasks that you might actually be able to achieve in a day, a couple of days, a week. And that's moving you closer and closer. And if you've mapped out a few of those, then when you look at your month-long calendar, or when you look at your schedule, you can say, okay, I can have this done. Reverse engineering that for a particular deadline instead of waiting to the last minute. Sometimes my motivation doesn't come up until the day before something is due. Sometimes, not all the time. And I could get inspiration, I could have an idea and map it out like a month in advance. But then when it comes down to actually doing the thing, or working on the thing, like for example, a writing project, sometimes I'm squeezing it into this last minute, so that this day I'm writing, or this day I'm outlining, this day I'm writing, and then once I have it written, I have a day to proofread or something like that. And then that next day it's due. So I'm squeezing like all of those action steps instead of taking it one thing at a time, which is not always a good thing to do. But there's other things where, yeah, I can break them down into steps and work on them piece by piece every day. My energy flows that way. My inspiration flows that way. So whatever works for you, but try different tactics to get things done without overwhelming yourself. Even if you feel an urgency, even if you feel very excited and enthusiastic, just take a moment to be open to this new energy coming in, the inspirations, the illuminations, the aha moments. Make sure that you're grounded so that you can have the mental, emotional, and physical energy to move forward without getting everything stuck in your head. Get out of your head and into your body, and then let your body energy come out through your heart chakra, through your enthusiasm, your love, your joy, your motivation for actually doing a thing. So with that, I wish you a wonderful day, lots of wonderful energy for new beginnings. Congratulations. I will say that to you because there's beautiful energy within you and around you, and you can tap into it. And today is the day that you can start actually working with that energy. See you tomorrow.